Hello, my friends. I am here back on a Saturday to share with you something quite special. I have two of October 2024's club items with me here, and we're going to play a little bit with this stitching die of the month. It's a gorgeous snow globe. It creates this right here, and we're going to do something very, very similar to this, but I'm going to put a little bit of a Melanie twist on it. So it's a little bit of a surprise, and we're going to do it at the end, but first we're going to make our snow globe. So I want you to make sure you stick around because another kit is coming to play later in the video. I'm going to use the Deluxe Caboodle Freebie for our sentiment, and I'm using Hope Your Holidays Sparkle with Joy and Happiness. We're going to use that one for our sparkly card here. I have already made a card base just for our snow globe to land. It is a 5x7. Now for our snow globe itself, I created this piece of paper here. It's on watercolor card, and it is using some color sparks. Now, I have done a video before on color sparks, and I love playing with these. If you saw the video last Saturday, you saw Santa Claus using some color sparks. So I hope you saw that video with Santa Randy, my husband. And if not, I will link it up here. So make sure you check that out, but I will definitely be playing with these a lot because I love them, and I just love how that sky background turned out. But I didn't want that to be my focus today, so I went ahead and did that up front so that we wouldn't get the desk messy, and so my focus could be on mixing and matching our clubs, which is something I love to do. When I see more versatility in products, I love to bring that out of the products. Because I'm not a plain Jane. I like to play with my products. So we're going to go ahead and stitch the items up and build our snow globe first. And then we will bring a little action into our game. So here I have already started on this just so I didn't have to bore you to death. So I've already started. This is the bottom rung of the snow globe that goes down here. And this is pretty simple stitching. It's all from the bottom to the top. So you're going to go here and you're going to go straight into the top hole. And you're going to just do all of these bottom holes into the top. Now when you're using metallic floss especially, you need to hold tight to it so it keeps taut. Because it wants to go everywhere that you don't want it to go. So just make sure you keep a hold of it so it doesn't go crazy on you. But hopefully you can see this pretty well in the video. Hopefully I have it close enough. And remember, on YouTube you can slow things down in the settings if you need to also slow it down even more. I will sound really slow and groggy maybe, but if you need to see this in slow motion, you can definitely do that. I've done that myself before in videos, watching videos, and it's quite helpful. So don't be afraid to do that if you need to. So we'll finish this one up. Remember, always go from the outside to the center hole. It just creates a nice little fan-like. And that center hole is almost always a tad bit bigger. Now, if your stitches aren't quite laying right, you can just kind of separate them like that. There we go. That helps straighten them out. And then here, because we have all these wonderful stitches back here, we can go ahead and just tuck our needle underneath here. And if you do that, then that can do that instead of knotting or taping your thread, and that will just keep it safe and secure like so. And we'll just cut this off here, and your piece is all done. Isn't it pretty? So that one is going to go right down here. Love that. So for the Christmas tree, I've already placed a piece of thread on the bottom here. The underneath. Not thread, I'm sorry. I've already placed a piece of tape right here on the bottom, the back. And you take that release paper off and just lay this down smoothly. It's gonna lay down there. And then thread your needle. I'm gonna use gold for everything today, as long as my gold doesn't run out. Someone needs to order some gold thread. If you do not have a needle minder, these are very handy so you don't lose your needles. It's magnetic on the back, so it can either hook to your shirt or it can hook to your glass mat. If your glass mat is magnetic, it can hook to your glass mat or anything metal on your desk. It's very, very handy. This is last year's, and I believe they have a new one this year. That is the stitching, the little thread jar that was the club item of the month is the newer one. So this is going to go right into this tape, the tail. You'll put it right into that tape, and you know how sticky double stick tape is. So that sucker is caught in there, and that's how I'm starting my thread. Then I'm going to go to the single hole, and remember, just like before, these are smaller, this one's bigger, and it's because that bigger one is waiting for all of these threads to go into it. So that's how you know that one thread, or that one hole, is waiting for all of these guys to come down. Hold the thread tight, come back down, uh-oh, I might not have enough thread here. It's gonna be a twofer. See how I'm not holding it, and you see how it got all wild and crazy there like that? That's what happens when you don't hold your thread. Okay, so I'm gonna get this to the back. Pull it taut, and I'm going to run it right back through that tape and see if it's stuck. Make sure it's stuck in there because I need it to hold tightly. Okay, pretty good. You can always put another piece of tape over top there if you feel like it's not going to be kept tight. So let's go ahead and do that just to be sure. You just take a piece just for safekeepings and go ahead and just sit it over top of that. We'll get one more piece for this other piece right here. And grab another piece off our spool. Oh, I'm so excited about the surprise. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Okay, pull this off. I know I don't usually do assembly videos, but I just had to do this because I wanted to share this idea with you so badly, and I didn't know any other way to do it. So I don't usually do, I mean, what do y'all think of just assembly videos? What are y'all's thoughts on that? I'd love to get your feedback on that. You know, when someone just actually assembles the card. I don't want to bore y'all with gluing. So I try to do more than just assembly. I try to do something in the video. But sometimes I drive myself crazy trying to come up with ideas of what to actually do that is beneficial for you. So I would love some feedback. If you guys have some feedback for me, that would be awesome. All right, we're gonna do this one more time, and we will finish this tree up super duper quick. Get that tail right in the glue. Oh, I was thinking, what else can we put in the snow globe? We could totally put some of the other like Stitchmas dies in the snow globe. What do y'all think about that? That's what I was thinking. Some of those Stitchmas dies could totally fit in the snow globe. That would be so cool. But any of the little scenes like that, I wonder if the moose would fit in the snow globe that came out. The dancing moose. I wonder if he would fit in there. How cute would that be? Make a little scene in there. Oh my goodness, my mind's running. All right, so here's our little tree. So we'll have that. And you know what? I think I want to put an extra piece of tape over that last piece too, just to be on the safe side, since those are really long stitches. Okay. So we'll sit that there. Now we just have these two pieces, and I wanted to show you this. On these pieces, there's no spare area to put this tape without covering holes. But I wanted to let you know that with this double stick adhesive, it's okay. So just take the adhesive off, and your adhesive is clear here. See that? So just go about stitching like you would in all of these. If you look at the holes, the center hole, it's hard to tell, but the center hole is a tad bit bigger than all your outside holes. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from the outside in. Get this a little bigger here. I'm going to get this tail stuck in that tape. And I'm just going to push through the glue or tape on the other side. And then go all the way around. Outside to the inside. And it is sticky on the back, but that sticky is going to catch all of this in it. And these threads aren't going to go anywhere. And you're not going to see it because it's clear. So hopefully this little tip is going to save you some headaches right here. Just like that. See that? All that. Turn it over. And now, because you have all these tight knit stitches, you can just tuck these under here. And it is sticky under there still, so this is all going to get caught in that glue too. And you are done. See that? How easy that was? So that is our star for the top of our tree. Just cutting off the ends here. It's going to be up there. Same thing here. I'm going to get a longer piece of thread though. Okay. All right, let's get this done. Back and forth real quick. Top to bottom or bottom to top. And you could totally not stitch this one if you wanted to and just make it a solid piece, but I just went with all of them. I know this is taking up some video time. I'll probably put a note at the bottom. If you want to skip through the stitching, you can skip through the stitching. But I enjoy chatting with you a little bit. Plus, if you have some stitching of your own, stitch along with me. That would be fun. I'm actually leaving for Myrtle Beach in 2 days. And I will be crafting with a couple of you guys in Myrtle Beach. I found out that a couple of the babes over on Facebook, the Better Press babes, are actually live in Myrtle Beach. So I will be crafting with them next week. So if you're not a Better Press babe, make sure you join the Facebook group. You'll see some pictures, because my philosophy is to craft life together, and that's what I want to do, is craft life with you. Okay, got that all tied off. And we have everything we need. Okay, so let's put our snow globe together. I'm going to get lots of glue for this bottom piece. And I do heavily glue my stitch pieces. I think it's important because it is a lot of bulk back here. So I do put a lot of excess glue. And we don't want these to come out when our recipient gets our card with all our work into it, you know. That's one thing I'm really picky about, is the quality of my work, because I want them to really enjoy the card when they get it. Okay. So let's just put this down here, right here on the bottom. And we'll line this up, and then I'm going to put something on top of it just so it can cure a little bit. This one's going to need some weight, I believe, on there. An acrylic block, and we will put that acrylic block right on there. And meanwhile, we will hook our tree together by gluing this right up here. Foil card, glitter card, all that kind of stuff, and stitching all take a little time to dry. So it does take a little extra, but it's all worth the wait, isn't it? When it's all shiny, shiny, shiny. I'm going to get another block. Okay. And then this little piece right here is the snow that sits at the bottom. Then we'll have our tree. Then we'll figure out where we want our sentiment. If we want it on the snow globe or if we want it down at the bottom or at the top. We'll lay everything together, and then we will glue everything. Okay, so this is how the snow globe is intended to be put together. They do have a couple drop-in sentiments that can go right in here if you want to embed the sentiment right in there. But I wanted to use one of the Caboodle Better Press sentiments, so I did that, and I figured we could either put it here, or since I made it a 5x7, I could put it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this real quick to the card base. And then I also got some Fashion Gold gems. I thought we would put some along here and maybe one at the top of our star. And then I got some fake snow I thought we would put along here, since snow globes usually have snow in them, right? So I thought we would do that by covering that with glue and dipping it in the snow. And then we're at our time for the surprise, because these are not the surprise, but there's still a little bit more. So let's do this part real quick. So I'm going to cover this with glue. Okay, this might be a little messy, just forewarning you. Melanie is quite messy now because she used her teeth to open the bag. But hey, I always go all in, don't I, for y'all? And no, I'm not showing you a picture. Okay, so we'll let that sit there and dry for a second. Oh yeah, I look hilarious. All right, and we will go ahead and glue this down. Well, no, we're not going to glue that down yet. We actually need to glue this down. Okay, so let's glue this down real quick. I have snow in my mouth, guys. That's funny. So let's go ahead and glue this in place. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Y'all, that is adorable, if I do say so myself. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, I should have made it a shaker card, huh? Okay, so that's down. Okay, so now we can put our tree down. Getting to the surprise, guys. Are y'all still with me? Are y'all with me? I hope you're with me. I hope you stuck out to the end. You know, a lot of YouTubers leave before the end of the video. People that watch YouTube. I always stay to the end. You know, when I'm watching a crafty video, I almost always stay to the end. It's really important for the YouTuber for you to stay to the end for like analytics and all that stuff, but I know the long videos, it's hard. Okay. Now, before we put the gold on, let me bring in the surprise, okay? Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Okay, I don't want to hook this to the back until I bring the surprise in, okay? Y'all ready? Drum roll. Okay. What if you say, if I brought in the small die of the month? I think this tree needs a little light, don't you? The snow globe? How about we do a little lights? Little lights. And then we'll put him on top. And we'll put the star on top. Gotta move them down a little bit. That's the reason I didn't want to glue. Yep. See, that's why I didn't want the cinnamon on there either, because I had a feeling we would need some extra space. Oh my goodness. Check it out, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we gotta make this happen. So let's put our lights down. Okay. Might need to stretch them a little bit, but I was going to tuck it under here. Possibly. Well, no, I'll just move it over there. Okay, it needs to go over the tree. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Go. Okay. Right there. See why I didn't decorate the tree? Because I'm going to put lights on the outside of the snow globe. Mr. Penguin's decorating it. Put this one up here. And I didn't want to put the star on the Christmas tree up here because I had a feeling that was going to be covered. So we will just leave that be. I'm going to get this star. And this is why the gold, uh-oh, where'd the star go? I just had him. There he is. This is where the gold in the border came from. This is why I have gold in the border, is because I used this glitter on top, but I had not used glitter anywhere else. So I pulled it out in the border. This is another reason I waited to glue it down though. This, and just in case I had to glue the lights to the back. I wasn't sure if these would need to be tucked or if they would make it to the edge. So, like that one needs to be tucked. This one is almost tuckable, but I think it's okay. Oh my gosh, look. Is that not cute? Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay, so now let me shake off some snow and decide where we need to go with this. Now that we need him on here, and he's supposed to hang up here with the star, but we can put him anywhere we want him. He can actually hang here if we want him to. Let's have him swinging on the lights instead of the star, because the star actually, I'm gonna move the star up a little bit. There we go. The star, the one in the package, he's actually all the way up here. I kind of like him, the idea of him swinging on the actual lights. So let's do that in this one. I'm going to show you another sample in a minute of my other one. So let's have him right here. And then we will put the whole thing. And I do have a white backing on the snow globe back here that I didn't show you. And the reason for that is so that the white shows through the background and the stars show. See the stars through the white or through the background? That's the reason I did that. Now let's snow off of there, and we will place this down like so. Yeah, just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now I'll push it down and commit. All right. And I think before I add this, I think I will go ahead and cut a couple more of these, and I'll pop it up so that it's level with this. And that has, it looks like it has the white base, this base, and then this. So it needs 2 more levels, and then that will be popped up the same level as that, and it'll show a little bit better. So there we go, guys. Our 2-for-1 special. And actually it's 3 because I've used the 2D embossing folder back here for our background. And I just love how our Santa penguin turned out on our snow globe. So I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this card. I did want to show you my other card using the set with the penguin in it. This was the other one. This is how the set is intended to be played with, where she's sliding around the actual polar bear. But I decided to wrap the lights around the snow globe instead. And this, of course, is the 3D embossing folder in the background there. So, and then this one here, I actually used the stitching alone on that one with the Better Press and the glimmer. So speaking of glimmer, tomorrow's video is going to have the glimmer in the video. We're going to use the glimmer of the month and create a card in its entirety. So I hope you'll come back and create that glimmer background with me. We're going to color it with Copics and create a card. So I hope to see you then. Bye bye for now.